Hi, I'm talking to health and wellness coach Lillian Aronin this morning. Hi, Lillian. How are you?
Hi, Joanne. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Lillian, a very important question today. How do I encourage my children to eat more healthy?
Well, the best advice is usually the simplest, and that's to be a good example and to cook nutritious food for your family in a yummy way that isn't strange to them. And the other important thing is not to focus on ideas like fat or thin, but to teach them that it's healthy, and what that means, what each, food component does for them. What I do is when I want my kids to eat chicken, I pinch on their muscles in their arms and I say, wow, look what big muscles you're getting from the chicken. Look, you need to eat your rice so you'll have energy, and connect it in our mind with what they're getting out of the food.
Okay, so if I give my child a dinner of macaroni cheese with a side salad on the side, is that considered a healthy meal or unhealthy?
Well, listen, macaroni and cheese with a salad has your carbohydrates from your pasta, your protein from your cheese, and your vegetables from the salad. Now, does that mean that could be upgraded perhaps? Yes, now you have your basic, groups. You want to upgrade the nutrition that they're getting from each of those groups. And you want to do it slowly. First, maybe begin with whole wheat pasta. Then you can move to half and half, lighter cheese with a lower saturated fat content. Then maybe after they're used to that, you could add some pureed vegetables into the cheese sauce. There are a lot of ways that you can upgrade that simple meal and make it even more nutritious. But the basic food staples are there. And we have to, look at ourselves as parents and see all the good things we're doing, and then we're going to be empowered to improve on them.
And what ideas or suggestions do you have for healthy meals for kids? Some maybe a fun idea.
Well, I think it's great, like macaroni and cheese, like we just talked about, but also fish sticks. Instead of buying frozen fish sticks, buy a fillet of salmon, slice it up into sticks, and you can bread it with breadcrumbs and bake it, and you have healthy, nutritious fish sticks for your kids that aren't fried, but it's something that's in a palate that they already know, that they already recognize. Also with chicken, you can bread chicken with cornflakes and bake it in the oven instead of frying it up without skin, and they get something that they recognize, that they know that they like. Also mashed potatoes or meatloaf. Any of the meatloaf especially, I always puree lots of vegetables into my meatloaf, and it keeps it moist with lean ground meat. It's something that they recognize, but something that can also be really good for them.
Excellent. That's wonderful to know. And what about, we've spoken before about vitamins for adults, but what about vitamins for children? Are vitamins also important for children, and if so, which ones?
Absolutely. And the same way we talk about health and wellness not being for any one person, supplements are also not for any one person. My kids take a probiotic every day and a multivitamin and an omega-3. And they have wonderful little chocolate gummy ones that the kids can chew and eat. So it's not a fight with them in the morning. They really look forward to it. The probiotic helps to keep them from getting sick. It monitors all the bacteria in their stomachs. And especially with the way kids, I can only control most of what my kids eat. But this makes sure that their system is working well with anything that they eat that I didn't give them. Omega-3 also helps with focus and concentration, and protects and, gives their brains what a growing body needs. And a multivitamin, no matter how well we think we're eating, we could always be missing a few key nutrients, potassium, often iron, and a multivitamin basically just fills in the small blanks in a good diet.
Thank you. Some really, really helpful tips there. Thanks. It was wonderful talking to you this morning.
Thank you. You too. Always a pleasure.
Bye.